This is Revival Recolonization. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is a neat twist on the whole, I guess you would call it 4 times strategy kind of genre, where you are essentially managing like a tribe. You're coming back with the knowledge to, I guess, repopulate or bring back society, and you're looking for a tribe to lead. There's other competing factions, and then you kind of build a society and try to recreate. And you're navigating a transformed planet. You're trying to bring back society. So we're gonna lead the clan, I guess, and prepare to establish a society. Bad spot, decent spot. I guess it's all kind of like deserts. These are kind of terrible locations, I will say. A great spot for building a town, are you sure? This all seems pretty arid, but... Okay, if this is the best spot, I guess this is the best spot. Alright, cool. So yeah, post-apocalyptic version of Earth. There's all these like cool little things that you notice and see as you're going about exploring. Achievements in the bottom right corner. Can't think the last time I saw that. And yeah, it just generates these environments for you to play and build from and explore and manage. It's quite interesting. So if you're into like things like Stellaris, Civilization, that's the general concept here. And then you've got all these like tool tips. Move the army to the town. I think would be kind of a smart idea. But yeah, no, it's kind of the general concept here. So if you're not familiar with 4-time strategy games, you're kind of building, managing, battling, stuff like that. Climate incompatible. Really? Is that because we're in the middle of a desert? We're gonna have to make an agricultural district. See, it's neat that even like, kind of like Civilization, it kind of expands and builds the different areas of your particular city and stuff. A worker, a shaman, or a scout. Able to put out fires, that's kind of funny, actually. You can upgrade. There's quite a lot of like layers of like complexity to this. It's neat having these games available on the platform, if that makes sense. Like it genuinely is interesting that we get this sort of stuff. But yeah, you're kind of competing against different factions. You can kind of pick a leader, and then you can choose, sort of a color design, and then kind of go from there. There's several different options. Farming, probably a good idea. And then we would also want smelting. Yes, okay. And then we need an edict. Acid rain level 1. Yeah. We got our little drone we can send out to go and explore. Actually, we should check that out. And then you. What are you doing here? Going to the city. And then our turn will end. Anyways, so it's a 4K resolution. It's 60 FPS. You will probably notice some performance drops here or there, because especially as I guess you would say the complexity of the game evolves, like as far as like things that are going on within it. But it's kind of a neat concept if you're looking for something a little bit different. It's kind of more like, I would call it an indie take on this sort of genre. It's really kind of complex, which is impressive. You have more spaces you can go, my scouting drone. Children of the Wasteland. Interesting. A little bit of Mad Max stuff going on there, I'll tell you that much. But you can see it's like nice little levels of detail. Visually, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's genuinely interesting. So basically, you're coming in and you're taking a lost people, like, you know, survivors of what happened, and you're trying to guide them to some level of rebuilding and salvation, I guess. Yeah, that's essentially the concept. This drone flies right over. Anything going on over in the main base at all? So that's being built. Sort of queue up so we can make worker, shaman. Kind of don't need any of this stuff, but we need to get building. I still feel like this was a terrible spot to build stuff. Like, what are we doing here? Town management? Okay, one sec. Agricultural district is being built. So what exactly is the problem here? Guess we could send what's her name out? To go forth and reconnect with new people. I guess we could go battle the local monster things if we wanted, but probably don't want to deal with that. But you are evolving your people too, as well. I'm not sure what exactly it wants. Like, it's still building this, right? Yeah, it's coming. I guess I could auto-build it, but... My people are ready to act? Oh! Changing the climate. People are ready to act. Pacifists get a small bonus. Mutants? We couldn't resolve the issue. No! We invented farming. I'm so proud of our society. Anyways, I quite enjoy these types of, you know, building games. Like, I find them to be quite interesting. A science district, an administrative district. Oh, cool, we can have war elephants. That's what I've always wanted. A brute in a cape. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. A brute in a cape. That's what we should all aspire to be, really, is a brute, a brute in a cape. What a weird thing to have. These creatures are kind of everywhere. It's a good little scouting drone, though, eh? Actually goes pretty far. But you can tell, like, the map's pretty large in design. A lot going on here. Lots of little different personalization options, too. As far as the different civilizations. Actually, where was the little group? Wasn't there, like, a... Did they, like, get conquered or something? I could have sworn that it was, like, a little tribal area. Maybe they were conquered by the opposing forces here. Yes, they appear to be gone. I've got a bad feeling about this. They're always here to try to battle me. I'm just trying to expand my influence. Like, it's neat, because it sort of, like, does something familiar in terms of, like, gameplay mechanics and style, but it is also a little different. An ancient portal thing? Kind of like one of the Order of Assassins. Okay, well, that sounds kind of fun. What's going on over there in that area? I don't know. I kind of like the ideas of these games, and there's always like great replay value too. Just in terms of like, you know, you can keep replaying over and over and over again in order to, you know, see new things and do new stuff. It's quite interesting. And, you know, the map generation actually seems pretty cool. I was seeing things like what was it, like, Eiffel Tower and stuff. And, no, it was kind of cool just seeing all the different options. A Bruton Cape. Yeah, I guess we should maybe make that, and maybe also, like, an administrative district would be good. A very bad spot. Okay, well, that's, you know. I was wondering if we could get over there and, it's actually pretty far away to go see the Order of Assassins. Yeah, I do find the whole finding like a tribe thing kind of fascinating. That's a very different twist on kind of settlement concepts. There's just so many types of like things in this. You always gotta hand it civilization as well. They were basically just perfectionists of the genre. Like, they just nailed what it means to, like, do this type of a thing. Go forth, my drone. Explore this world. I actually find managing the drone kind of, like, extra work. Like, it's good to explore, but I don't know what it really offers me there. Children of the First Flame? Let's make it rain! Although I'm not sure what that does for anyone, but we have an edict going on. Right on. Reach turn level 10. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send this person back to base, I guess. Yeah. Enjoy the ride. Capitalism. That's what it's all about. This drone, I'm actually tired of managing this drone because I don't really feel what I'm getting like out of like sending the drone to go and do stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a scout, but like, yeah. This is where we can go and attack this stuff. Well, management, I'm just like wondering if we could actually manage the troops a little bit. Because that's just like one unit basically. It's like dun 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 dun. No, I want you guys to move. Yeah, move over there. And then we can become a slightly larger unit, and we can go fight this other guy and take this area. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I guess if we put the rain stuff on the dirt stuff, wouldn't that... the sand stuff, wouldn't that necessarily mean, like... you know, we'd be able to, like, make it not as terrible? Okay, so how do we do? We've almost built this. An industrial district, that's what I'm talking about. Kind of want like a war elephant. You know what I'm saying? I think a war elephant would be a ton of fun. I've always liked the war elephants. I guess the drone's kind of neat too, because they can go like right over terrain, right? Okay, well you're in the way because I want to attack this building. Seriously? Yeah, we know what, we might as well. The enemy fled. Well, I want to like get to this place. You gotta be kidding me. Now you better run. Psst. We beat the AI mind. Oh yeah, that's the story too, is like I guess the AI helped us reach out into the stars and then it collapsed and super problematic and you know everything like that. Fruit palms. There we go. Copper wires and a reward module, that's what I'm talking about. We're making it rain. Okay, but she needs to move over here, I guess. Thank you very much. Bring the rain! Now you're thinking with portals. Wait, do we already have an industrial thing going? I kind of really want like a war elephant. Crude ballistas. Yes. Build thy elephant. Build thy elephant. Well, at least the area is expanding and improving. Now the silly drone. We are the people of the desert. I don't know, it's kind of a neat game. Takes a little bit to get into it, but once you're kind of moving, you're like, yeah. You know, it hits the civilization kind of vibe neat. It just does look something a little bit different with it. To battle! Slim chance of winning the battle, really? I guess they've just got more reinforcements. I lost 50% of health in doing that? Okay, that kind of sucks. That's why we must wait for the war elephants to come. A district was built. I like that little detail, seeing all the little building stuff going on. That's kind of awesome. But we need war elephants.